Hello you guys, and welcome back to another episode of the V Life. Today I will be showing you how I make my vegan version of chicken parm. So let's go ahead and jump right into the materials that we will be using. Alright, so you want to go ahead and buy a pack of the crispy tenders. I like the Gardein brand. They were awesome in this recipe, so I definitely recommend those. And then I also picked up some marinara sauce from Trader Joe's. Of course, for cheese, I went with the vegan mozzarella shreds from Trader Joe's, and then you will also need some plain breadcrumbs. I went with the Great Value brand from Walmart. And I also picked up some capellini pasta from Trader Joe's as well. So you want to start by preheating your oven to 430 degrees. And while that's preheating, go ahead and grab a pan. Place some foil on there for easy cleanup. And then what I went ahead and did was just place my Gardein Crispy Tenders right on the pan. And actually didn't use the entire bag, but for this recipe, go ahead and do so. Just, you could throw all those little bad boys on there. And then I went ahead and baked them for about 10 to 15 minutes. Keep an eye on it. You definitely want to cook them, but you're going to be placing it back in the oven, so even if it's not all the way fully cooked, that's okay too. So once you place those in the oven for about 10 minutes, you want to go ahead and grab a bowl and start on the breading mixture. So you're going to take half a cup of plain breadcrumbs, and I actually made the mistake of doing a full cup, but I just found for the recipe that you really only need about half a cup of breadcrumbs. So you'll go ahead and do that. So you'll take about a half a tablespoon of garlic salt, add that to the mixture. And then I also used about a teaspoon of onion powder, add that to the mixture as well. And then I also went in and added some Italian seasoning. And then I just kind of did a few sprinkles of this. You could do as little or as much as you'd like. I'd probably say at least about half a teaspoon to a full teaspoon. Then you'll go ahead and give that a good mixture. Mix it up a few times, make sure everything is incorporated evenly. And then you'll go ahead and set that aside once it's all done. The next thing you'll want to do is grab a medium-sized pot. Go ahead and make sure that the water is nice and hot and boiling. I added a tiny bit of sea salt to that, and then I went ahead and added about 2 handfuls of the capellini pasta. And make sure you keep an eye on your pasta. Since I was using capellini, it's on the thinner side. It only needed about 4 to 5 minutes to cook. Alright, at this point you want to go ahead and take out your crispy tenders from the oven. They will be hot. Go ahead and begin cutting them into little cubes. You know me, I had to taste test one of those. And then yeah, just chop them all up into little cubes as you see me doing in the video. And then you're going to go ahead and use that same sheet that you used. It might have a little bit of the breadings crumbs from the first time you put them in the oven. That's okay. You want to go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of olive oil on top, and then throw the cut up vegan chicken pieces back into the pan, and then just make sure you spread those out evenly as well. So once you have those vegan chicken pieces spread out evenly onto the pan, you want to go ahead and grab some of that marinara sauce, and then go ahead and start out with about half a cup, and then you will go ahead and just dump the sauce right on top. So again, you want to start with half a cup, but honestly you might use a little bit more than that. I ended up doing a few more scoops of sauce. Next thing you'll do here is grab that breadcrumb mixture and then just sprinkle on top. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. I wasn't too shy with this one. You could be generous. You're going to sprinkle it on there. It's going to help give it that breading like texture. And then after that, you'll go ahead and add some vegan mozzarella cheese. Again, I started off with half a cup, but you might end up using about 3/4 of a cup of this. At this point, you want to grab the breadcrumb mixture again and sprinkle it on top of the cheese. Again, I was generous with this. It came out really good, so I wouldn't be too shy with the breadcrumbs. Once you finish adding the remaining breadcrumbs, go ahead and throw the pan into the oven, and then you want to bake this for about 15-20 minutes. So yeah, just drain your pasta, set it to the side until you're ready to plate. Alright, at this point you can go ahead and grab out a plate, begin assembling. So go ahead and lay down some pasta onto your plate, and then I went ahead and just did like a couple spoonfuls of the tomato basil marinara. So you'll lay that down next, and then what you'll do is just grab like a spatula or something, and you're gonna scoop your chicken parm. Obviously cut it, scoop it, and then you'll just lay that right on top of the sauce. And then of course I had to garnish with some parsley and crushed red pepper and black pepper. Those are like my go-to. So I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe video. Definitely let me know if you tried this one out. And to be honest, I completely just winged this recipe, and my family really loved it. It came out really good, so let me know your thoughts. And as always, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.